What is up, everyone? Welcome back to episode 93 of Thinktwice, the magic and pop culture show hosted by me, Justin Parnell, and my co-host, Ali, live and in person, Aintrazi.
What up?
Because you're live and in person.
I am live in person. I'm live and in person and in charge.
You can be. That's up to you. If you want to be in charge, you can. Here, why don't
we're here. What?
I was gonna say, yeah. You want to just finish out.
I was gonna say we're here. Or I'm here with Maggie and Waffles.
Yep.
And we're gonna be doing the. I guess it's already happened if you're listening to this, but we're doing the 24-hour stream tomorrow, which is Thursday, recording Wednesday.
Into Friday.
Yeah, it is
half and half.
That is how 24 hours work.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that is why I'm here. No, and maybe some. I want to entertain the idea of doing a pre-release, but I probably won't.
I thought we were gonna pre-release.
Honestly, probably don't think I'm just gonna crash after the 24-hour stream. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how much I need to sleep.
That's a whole nother 24 hours later.
I also got to do set review for. I got at least one section to turn that in.
Man, I talked a lot of shit.
Was it too a giant?
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just pick up someone off the street.
Then we gotta go.
I talked about like Steven was like talking a bunch of junk. A bunch of people were talking junk, and I was like, all right, well, Ollie and I are gonna play Two-Headed Giant. It's cool. No, I'll probably teach some kid to play Magic at the store. That'd be about the same thing. You know, Ali Aintrazi national champion or Timmy Johnson, 8 years old. Timmy struggling to shuffle his deck with both hands.
His hands too small.
Hands too small. Yeah, it's about the same thing.
Yeah.
So, Ollie, what did you do last weekend before traveling here to not snowy Roanoke, Virginia, for the first time in a long time?
It's actually warm. I watched The Curse of La Llorona.
Okay.
And it was set in the universe of Annabelle, that scary universe. People that know
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. People that know that universe, I guess, know.
Is The Conjuring?
Yeah.
Okay.
That universe.
Yeah. As a whole.
Anyways, had a lot of jump scares. It was okay.
What do you rate it? Quick rating. Snap rating.
3. It was better.
Yeah, really confident.
It was definitely better than freaking Pet Sematary.
Than Pet Sematary?
Yeah, but it was
low bar, but yeah.
But it still wasn't like. I mean, I don't know. I want to watch it again, but I don't want to say it again.
That's fair. It could still be a 2 and be better than Pet Sematary.
Yeah. 2.5.
No, it's a 3. I'll said a 3. All right. I was in Niagara Falls at Magic Fest Niagara Falls, of course.
Wow.
I know. It was a Legacy Grand Prix, and it was all right. I got to meet a bunch of listeners. A lot of people told me that they enjoyed Thinktwice and reminded me that I liked when they told me that they liked Thinktwice. So that was good. Good on them for doing that. Yeah. I did get to do something fun when I was there. I was able to finally, after being internet friends with this person for a couple years, finally got to meet Tomer and Seth from Commander Clash, or Saffron Olive, as most people know Seth. He's a super cool guy. So is Tomer. We got to play a Commander game together.
So I ask a question.
Yeah.
Is Seth? Do you think he's really a human, or do you think he's a goldfish in a human costume? After meeting him in person, like obviously there's theories, there's tinfoil hats on Reddit.
Yeah.
But after meeting him in person and talking to him, I think you.
So I thought about this. So Tomer told me, Tomer is the other mainstay of Commander Clash on MTG Goldfish. So Tomer, who and I have been friends like on the internet for a few years. We obviously are fans of each other's work. and he was telling me he was like I've only played a couple of games in person with Seth, like physically in person card games, and he's like he doesn't play much paper Magic, so when he shuffles, you have to watch him shuffle. Not because he's doing anything sneaky, obviously, but just because he's not a practiced shuffler.
Or because he's a goldfish.
So that's why I was like, well, I've heard these theories. He could be an actual goldfish rather than a human being, and the shuffling would definitely give it away, right? Like because you get fishy floppy hands. He was okay. So I think he's an actual human.
Okay, or a very skilled goldfish.
I'm gonna
stick with goldfish, but
it's close. But no, in all seriousness, Seth is a great guy. He is. The personality that he puts out in his content and online, that's who he is. He's super cool. I was very impressed with just meeting him. Hopefully we're going to have some further content collaboration in the future. So keep your eyes peeled for that somewhere down the line this year. But me, Stephen Green, Tomer, and Seth all played a Commander game together. Stephen was able to come out on top, barely. He was playing the Mimeoplasm. I played Yahini. Seth played Brago, and Tomer played Animar. So it was a pretty good game. I live tweeted it on Twitter, so you can probably go back and find that if you go through my Twitter feed with pictures and everything. But it was a lot of fun. That part was at least fun. So that was my weekend, and then came back and rest. And Ollie and I both did the early access event yesterday.
We did.
Well, yesterday and this time, but we'll get to that. That's our whole first segment. So normally this is the part of the show where we go back over the question of the week last week. However, I was not able to post question of the week on Twitter like I normally am. So
it was my fault. Just I'll take the blame for it.
Okay. I'll let you.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Fall on the sword for me. So we're not going to cover the question of the week. We're going to have the same question of the week this time
as last time.
Maybe
come back. You can blame it all on me.
How appropriate. All right. So before we go on to tell you what the next topic is and everything, I do want to make an announcement that we talked a little bit about in the last show. We have a new member to the Thinktwice team, and that is William Johnson. William is coming on as our community manager, which is going to help us with Patreon and Patreon rewards and making sure that everything is appropriately added to the brew book and added to the Commander Journal. And all of the good stuff that you guys have come to expect from us from a content perspective, and William is going to help us manage that. And obviously, he's going to help us kind of flesh out the type of things that you guys want to see and, absorb from us over the foreseeable future. So
we're getting through life.
Yes. Yeah, he will be gaining the 3 life. That is what he's here for. Otherwise, so he balances out, Director Choi, who often undermines us.
Aha! I got it.
Yeah. So welcome, William. You if you're on the Discord, you probably have interacted with him. But he's gonna be more of a fixture, and obviously, like we said, an equal part of the team. So we're really excited to have him, and he'll be getting started here very, very soon. With kind of getting all that stuff rolling. All right,
Justin.
Next week.
Okay.
Now this is a big one because this is the first time that we have done more than one pop culture topic.
What?
I know. You made a face, and but I don't think anyone could see you, but I could see you. So next week, we're obviously going to cover more War of the Spark because the set's going to be out. But we're also going to be covering Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 3, as well as Avengers Endgame. That's going to be our second and third segments, respectively. Because we want to talk about Avengers, we want to talk about Game of Thrones, we want to talk about War of the Spark.
And gosh darn it, we're going to do it.
And we're going to do it. Isn't it crazy?
It's our podcast.
In all seriousness, isn't it crazy that we're having 3 multi-year build-up events happening at exactly the same time?
Dude, April's been a crazy year. Or crazy month.
Yeah, crazy. No, I think you said it right the first time.
Yeah. You're right.
April's been a crazy year.
It's been a crazy year. So much has happened this month. So much.
That's really ridiculous.
So much good stuff. So much bad stuff. So much. Just so much. My new house. A lot of stuff. Crazy year. Crazy year from
a crazy year. April's been a crazy year. So next week, more War of the Spark, Game of Thrones, Avengers Endgame, and we want to tell you now that in 2 weeks from now, we're going to start covering. We're going to have a 3-part, over 3 podcasts, review of the Ravnica War of the Spark novel by Greg Weisman. So you have a little bit of time to get that now if you have not yet, and read along with us, and we're obviously just going to cover that in sections. And we're going to obviously we kind of know the overall story based on the cards, but we're obviously don't know the specifics of the story. So
yeah,
we'll go more into that, but that's not coming next week, but in 2 weeks from now. Okay. Okay.
All right, everyone, grab your butts, because next up we're talking about War of the Spark, early access event. Just not played in our what we thought. Our expectation was we're looking for expectations.
Yeah, we'll see what matched, exceeded, and
the important
underwhelmed
part,
us.
Justin, is are you grabbing onto your butt right now?
Hold on. It's the phrase is hold on to your butts.
Grab your butt. But we're going to War of the Spark. Still holding it?
So hold on. Okay, I'm holding it now.
Are you holding it? Are you grabbing it?
Yeah, see, it's
just in case you don't know, Justin has a big butt. So he's
I do have a sizable butt.
He needs like multiple hands.
I do
to hold one side.
To get both.
To hold just one bun. Big buns.
Look. It's a shapely butt.
I know this from personal experience. Because one time I was like, Justin, we need to go try on some clothes. We buy some new clothes. He's like, yeah, let's go. And then he's like, Ollie, I got a big butt. I'm like, ha, okay. And then we try on fitness. And they won't fit Justin.
Yeah.
They just won't fit Justin.
I got a big butt.
And it was hilarious.
It's true. Anyways. It's all right though.
It was funny because like Justin doesn't like go to the gym or squat or anything. He just it's all natural.
And a nice shapely butt. It's true.
White privilege.
Yeah, exactly. White men known for their shapely butts.
White privilege, definition of white privilege right there.
All right, so War of the Spark. As Ollie said, we participated in the early access event at our time yesterday. And Ollie, you said you streamed for 14 hours?
Yeah, I was getting ready for the 24-hour stream. It was a mistake, though. I should not have done it.
You know what you do to get ready for the 24-hour stream? You sleep. Yeah.
I messed up. Like I'm tired now.
So. That's what 22-year-old Ollie would do to get ready for a 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
32-year-old Ollie should have been
sleeping.
Yeah. All right. I was able to stream for 10 hours, which is by far the longest that I've ever streamed.
I'm surprised you did that long. Like you're like.
Yeah, no, I know.
No, I don't mean that's been a bad way.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah. I totally agree. Yeah. But the set is so sweet. Like if this was a War of the Spark, if this was Ravnica Allegiance or Guilt, like this is the 4th one that I did.
Yeah.
Because I did Dominaria, then Guilds, Ravnica Allegiance, then War of the Spark. Didn't do Core 19. I don't know. I think I had one for Core 19, but I don't think I did that one.
I can't remember if I did or not.
Yeah, because Core 19.
I can't remember how many I've done at all.
Yeah. Well, I think the first one was Dominaria, so this would be the 5th one, kind of technically. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But this set is way sweeter than all of those other sets.
It is sweet. I am honestly a little scared. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not scared. I'll say I was scared of the Planeswalkers, but I'm not. What I'm scared of the most is that the best decks remain the best decks, and I think that's likely for Esper.
Maybe for that card or not
that archetype.
Yeah, for that deck.
Actually, I don't know. It was already good and it gained so much, and I'm not trying to beat Esper without like just being like blue white with 4 Domin's vetoes and small and big Teferi. But anyways, yeah, that deck seems like we got better and it's already tier 1, like really good tier 1.
I mean, honestly, I think that this set is going to turn the metagame completely on its head.
I really hope so.
I think it will. So we've kind of identified like 4 groups of cards, cards that impressive cards that surprised us that we weren't expecting, impressive cards that you thought were going to be good and were good, cards that were underwhelming, and then cards that we just did not see at all or very minimal.
Yeah.
So, I guess let's start. Why don't we start with the cards that we expected to be good, played with or against, and obviously were good.
Yeah. Teferi Time Raveler. Good card.
Yeah.
Good ability.
Yep.
All around. Yeah.
Yeah. Just solid card.
Yep.
It's one of those cards we were talking earlier that, along with a couple other planeswalkers on this list, you don't realize how good the static is because you don't know what you're preventing your opponent from doing.
Yeah, I'm really scared to Teferi Time Raveler because of like Nexus is a deck that prayed not necessarily prayed, but was advantage versus Esper control, and Teferi like
shuts it down.
Yeah, and that's not cool. Yeah, because now what is so was like Nexus was Esper's weakness.
Yeah,
and now it's like well Teferi just stops that. It's just 3 mana.
Yeah, and you can't even like Immortal Sun it because it's just like all right.
It stops Reclamation too. Yeah. Stops Reclamation like not only Nexus. It stops Reclamation. You cannot cast spells at instant speed. Like you are done. EOT untap your lands, but you're done.
I had multiple people because I played Teferi in like a Super Friends deck, and I had multiple people, 2 different people that were playing Wilderness Reclamation decks, just float mana at the end of the turn, and then it's just like, all right,
empty,
go,
empty.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I guess I can't do anything.
Yep, Teferi's disgusting, and that's again that I'm just reiterating my thing of fear of Esper being better, getting better, a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're starting off on a good foot for that to be the case with Teferi.
Yeah.
A card that I played with and I thought was going to be good and was good is Domri Anarchabolus. This card, I have to imagine, is very annoying. Again, this is also one of those things that's like, the plus ability says creature can't be countered. So I don't know if they were going to counter it or not, but they couldn't.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And just giving the static +1 when you're going, even when you're not going wide, even when you're just going tall, is still really good. Very good. Yeah.
You trade Gift of like it's like Gift of Paradise, trade 3 life for +1/+1 all creatures, uncounterable creatures, and creatures fight.
Yeah.
And you still ramp.
Yeah, and you can immediately come in and fight, and Domri still lives, which is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the best 3-mana walker.
I mean, it's Domri and Teferi.
Yeah.
Are the 2 best ones.
Yeah, Domri's 3-mana Teferi. I don't know. He has like 4 abilities. Like his plus ability is more than 1 ability.
Yeah, it can't be countered.
It gives mana. It makes all creatures, not just the next one you cast.
Yeah, creatures can't be countered this turn.
Yeah, it's so many abilities. Yeah.
Man, is it actually creatures can't be countered this turn?
I'm pretty sure.
I believe you because I wasn't over on the receiving end of Domri. I was on the giving. Yeah, creature spells you cast this turn can't be countered.
Yeah, Domri is really freaking good. Like he's not only an anthem, like a 3-mana anthem with just anything minor, like 3-mana anthem, sacrifice it, target creature gets +5/+5 or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But this thing ramps you. It's an anthem. It makes creatures uncountable, and it's a removal spell for 3 mana. It's so much 3 mana. Like compared to Gift of Paradise or Grow from the Ashes, they both ramp you.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
And this is Domri is unlike Teferi, which obviously we talked about being good. Domri's play patterns and the deck building scenarios that you're going to have Domri in make it incredibly difficult to remove because you're going to be playing creatures with Domri. It's going to make it very difficult for your opponent to attack Domri, and even if they get in a position where they can, like putting a creature into play, you can just fight it with your other creatures.
Yeah.
So you're just always going to keep it around. Yeah. Okay, so one more 3-mana Planeswalkers that I thought was going to be great and I was really impressed with. This is going to come no surprise to a lot of people, but Saheeli, Sublime Artificer.
Yep. Good card.
I played this card in 2 different decks. I played it in like a Super Friends deck, which is great at creating a bunch of blockers, and then I played it in an artifact-based deck, which it was great at creating artifacts. I mean, it sounds simple, but it's like, oh wow, this card's just really good.
Good card, yeah.
And that's just like, honestly, I really just playing it for the static ability, but every once in a while, using the actual -2 to turn your servos into like a mana rock to get you more mana. That's
all I saw. That's all anyone do.
Really?
It just turns servos into mana for turn. Like basically -2 add mana.
That's solid though.
It's all solid though, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was definitely a time where I turned it into a larger creature. Like I turned it into
A Worm Conjun?
no, not quite that. I turned it into a Joyrus Familiar, which is like not
Okay,
not a
sure.
big deal, but it also like that reduced mana for like multiple spells.
Yeah.
Yeah. So solid card. All right, Ollie, what do you have? What else?
Um, Command the Dread Horde for me was really good. We talked about this earlier. Command the Dread Horde is cost 6 mana. Lets you animate a number of creatures and or planeswalkers from a number of graveyards, and then you lose life. You take damage equal to the total converted mana cost of all those cards. Originally, I thought this card was going to be uncastable without the Wander, but it definitely was not. You gain so much life. The deck I had built gained so much life from Interplanar Beacon, from Ajani,
Great-Hearted, yeah.
and the Kaya. Like you just like have all these little ways to gain life that are playing them gain life. That's have really Ajani.
Which kind of incremental.
Yeah, but then like it was just a powerful card. Like you basically get the best cards, out of the graveyard, and every time I cast a spell, I didn't lose. I never lost after casting Command the Dread Horde.
Yeah, it's incredibly powerful for sure.
Yeah,
it's gonna be powerful on Commander also. So still on Planeswalkers, Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord.
Yes.
Giving your Planeswalkers and creatures lifelink on your turn, obviously very good. Sorin is really hard to kill because it starts at 4 for a 4-mana Planeswalker, and then it goes up to 6, which is a lot. And then if it goes down, you're reanimating a creature.
Yeah.
So, I played this in a Marty Aristocrats deck, and it was really good. I only lost 2 games when I was playing that deck, so it's hard to tell how good Sorin was independently because I was gonna say every time I played it I won, but I don't know. Sorin,
I think it's a great card. Sorin is good in that deck. Sorin is good after you play Gideon, 3-mana Gideon.
Yeah.
Like Sorin is very good against mono blue. It's very good against mono red. Sorin's a great card.
Yeah, lifelink is obviously really powerful, and this is especially in this format. Giving everything lifelink is pretty huge.
Yeah, when people are forced to play Revitalize and any way to gain life because of the standard metagame, this card is not only does that for free with static ability, but does other things too, like ping stuff and then reanimate stuff. So
yeah, just a little ridiculous. Okay, so a card that both of us played in different decks, Nissa, Who Shakes the World.
Oh my god, Nissa was disgusting. Nissa was probably
I think it was probably the most rawly powerful Planeswalker I saw.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nissa was like one of the cards that I played, and then started using it, and I was like, I know what the card does. Then doing these things, just like
that doesn't seem fair at all.
Yeah. Her worst abilities are -8. Her ultimate, which is absurd.
Yeah.
And the lands, like they have vigilance, and it's not in a turn. They maintain the vigilance forever. Yeah, and she basically like ramps you to like because she untaps the land that you target. Just a fantastic card. A+ all around. Love the card.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. It's
probably my favorite walker in the set.
Of all of the cards that we've listed so far, and maybe even all the cards we're going to talk about, it's the only one that, after playing with it and against it, it's the only one that I'm like, I have to kill this turn or I will lose.
Yes, anytime I type this card, I won.
Yeah,
but the deck,
like 100% of the time,
the deck was built around it. Was playing like I was playing Chromatic Green.
Yeah,
we had like finale of the blue, finale of the white, and Hydrocrisis.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure what. We had Karn, which Karn would come into play, same turn, tutor up like a God Pharaoh's statue, put into play or whatever you need, or Ugin. It was obnoxious, very very powerful card.
Yeah. I played it in just a blue-green deck where I had Hydrocrisis, the blue finale, commence the end game, and it's a really powerful card.
Yep.
That's, obviously, like, we're just talking about cards that we played, and we're kind of playing some brews before things have been kind of figured out. But I would kind of be surprised if Nissa didn't carve out a segment of the metagame just on raw power.
If it doesn't, it's going to be because of Esper. Esper also has like D-Spark and Butter. Esper has all the tools to stop Nissa.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad, but it does.
Yeah. All right, so you're talking about Karn.
Yes, Karn, the great creator. There's been a lot of argument of people who like Karn. They like Karn, the first Karn more. What's his name?
Sign of Urza.
Yeah, they like Sign of Urza more. I like the great creator more because it comes into play and it's basically just double Masterminds that lives, and it has that ability of randomly just like shutting down opposing artifacts. But Karn's minus is really powerful. Like, you don't realize how many targets you have until you start looking for targets.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so I'll go in the opposite direction because I don't think this is a card you played with. But
I play a lot against it though.
Dreadhorde Butcher. This is the 1/1 with haste for a black-red. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, or planeswalker, which is important in this set, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and then when it dies, deal damage equal to its power target, any target. Target player or planeswalker, not any target, not creature. This card was insane.
Yeah,
this is. I mean, this is like the best, the best aggressive card that I played with or against the entire day.
Yeah, card is obnoxious. I saw a lot of it on the opposite side in like aggressive decks, in aristocrat decks, and I'm not playing creatures, so this thing like almost always connected.
Yeah,
and it's just obnoxious.
Yeah, and then when it gets beyond 2, it's just really hard to remove profitably.
Yeah, you got some. I had to chump block it multiple times with like an O2, make sure my creature dies, and it didn't die.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because then you trigger it. Yeah. It's really powerful card. This is probably a card that I'm going to be playing with a lot personally. All right, the last card, I guess, for the cards that were impressive for you, Ali. Save the best for last, or at least the most godly.
Yeah, Nicol Bolas Dragon God was very, 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 very good. I think this has to put Grixis on the map. His possibility just
grinds you out.
It's crazy because it just draw a card and then it like, by the way, exile something. And it's like, what? Yeah, exile
whatever you want, but just something.
It's like a divination, but better, kind of. It's really powerful for possibility. Very, 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 very powerful card. I definitely expect this to find a home, or at least push Grixis into like tier 1 or very close tier 1 territory.
Okay. All right. So for the next part, a lot of the cards that we're probably going to talk about in this section probably relate to a lot of the cards that you played from the cards you already knew were going to be impressive. But what card did you not that you played with or against that you didn't expect to be really great and they were really great?
God of Pharaoh's Statue is one. Mostly because after I played it, my opponent just conceded after like a turn or two. So like I'd play it, make all their spells cost 2 more, and then they'll play a little longer, then they'll concede. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right. 2, I was never on the receiving end of it, but 2 more to all your spells is obnoxious. I guess if you play against Grand Arbiter in Commander,
yeah, it's miserable.
Yeah, this is 2 more for all your spells.
At least it's legendary. I double checked just.
Oh, it is legendary. Trust me. I would have built deck completely around if it was legendary.
That's disgusting. Well, at least it is. So yeah, that card was miserable. I played against that a couple of times. Let's see. A card that I thought was going to be not great that ended up being much better than I was going to get credit for was Dreadhorde Invasion, the like pseudo bitter blossom card that gives you that amasses 1, you lose 1, and then if you attack with a zombie, I think it's a zombie or a zombie token.
That's 6 power or more.
That's 6 power or more. I'm just going to double check.
Gains lifelink.
A zombie token. Has to be a token. Okay.
Yeah.
It gains lifelink. So, I mean, it's still Bitter Blossom in a way. Like it's a standard version of Bitter Blossom. Like you're still going to essentially get a token every turn.
It's a tall Bitter Blossom instead of a wide Bitter Blossom.
Yeah. But if you have a way to leverage the single token every turn, then it's still pretty similar. Like if you're like sacrificing it for value or something like that.
Sure.
So, I mean, that card was more impressive than I was giving it credit for.
Yeah. One for me, like that I thought was pretty good, was Tamio, Collector of Tales. But after playing her more and more, she's just really powerful. Like her +1, I thought originally was you +1. You're like, okay, I'm gonna name like a type, like creature, land, instant, sorcery, but it's not. It actually literally asks you for the exact name of a card. That's not land. Then she reveals those cards, and you put all cards of that name in your hand, and the rest into your graveyard. And then her mind just recollects, which returns any cards or regrowths, whatever we call it.
Yeah.
From any card from your graveyard to your hand, and then her, which is huge, by the way.
Because for her +1, she's putting the cards into your graveyard if you miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, there's times you can just play her. You can minus her. She goes to 2. Grab that root snare, untap, plus her, and then like juggle it. You can play Nicol Bolas -3 with Nicol Bolas. She's really obnoxiously powerful, and also but it's subtle powerful.
Yeah.
And then her passive is spells and abilities your opponents control can make you discard cards or sacrifice permanents. So
AKA my nightmare.
Yeah. So no thought erasures. No annihilator triggers, but Justin pointed out earlier, Angrath's Rage.
Yeah, no Angrath's Rage.
Yeah.
You can't sacrifice any permanents, so just shuts every part of that card off.
You can. Your opponents can't make you.
You can if you want to.
Yeah.
If you for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so another planeswalker that I thought was going to be good, and just I was shocked at how good it was Kiora, Behemoth Beckoner. Kiora is, you can play with green or blue. It's 3 mana, and it comes into play with 7 loyalty.
7's a lot.
7 is a lot, and it basically it's basically just another ramp card. However, if you have any cards that make more than 1 mana, like an Incubation Druid, then it makes an outrageous amount of mana, and that lets you, if you start playing cheaper creatures that have 4 or more power, being able to draw cards to protect her, it kind of gets out of hand quickly. If you have multiple Krioras, then you can just aggressively use the -1 very frequently. I played with and against Kiora a bunch, and it was just a really sweet card.
3 mana for 7 loyalty is a lot.
Yeah.
Another card that was impressive every time it was cast was Spark Double. I think part of that is because when it comes into play, it's copying something you already control. So you're already in the game, right?
You have a plan already, yeah.
You're already in the game. Like your board is empty, but then like it gives that creature a +1 counter, or it gives more loyalty. The card is just like doubling up on planeswalkers is really powerful.
Yeah, something you shouldn't be able to do,
but you can.
But you can with this. Yeah, doubling up on the same planeswalker.
Yeah, but then this one getting more loyalty. It's a powerful card.
Yeah, it's definitely a powerful card. This is also going to be like a Commander All-Star. Just FYI for everybody. Okay, let's see. So I played with Commence the Endgame in my like blue-green ramp deck.
Yeah.
And even though it's 6 mana to draw 2, you amass X, so you're like regularly putting like a 6/6 or better into play when you cast this card.
Yeah, I didn't realize amass X. I thought it was amass 2. This card's a lot better than I gave it credit for initially. I also played Casualties of War. That card like seems like a meme or just like a joke card, but after casting it, you're literally destroying your opponent's best permanents.
Yeah,
like
all of them.
Their best land, their best creature, their best planeswalker, their best artifact, and even best enchantment. I never hit all 5, or how many is there? 6?
5. There's 5, yeah. Artifact, creature, enchantment, land, planeswalker.
I only have 4, but it was still a blowout. Like there's one time I hit like their mana rock, their land, their colored land, their planeswalker and a creature, and it's just like,
Jeez.
how do I lose here?
You didn't.
I did not lose. No.
Yeah, I think that's the answer.
Yeah, that card is. It seems like I don't know. For whatever reason, like reading it now, like yes, this card's powerful, but it doesn't seem as powerful as when you play it.
It's a really awkward looking mana cost. It's like 6 is a lot. Am I going to be too far behind before I cast this? But it lets you just catch up instantly, I would imagine.
It does, yeah. As long as your opponent isn't playing tokens, yes, you're catching up significantly. Like imagine, like even against Sultai, you're like blow up Memorial to Fallen, blow up your Vivian, and blow up your whatever
Wild
biggest
Growth
creature.
Walker. Yeah, which is fine for 6 mana.
Yes.
Yeah, you're getting everything.
Yeah, the breath things, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Cards that I think neither of us played, but we both played against. Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Yeah, card was impressive. People were just pumping it with like Giant Growth, with Defiant Strike, making it bigger. It has Trample randomly too, so it hurts.
Yeah. I saw someone have a Dreadhorde Arcanist on 2 and then attack for 3, or attack on turn 3. Or excuse me, before they attack, pump it with Colossus Collision, the Colossus part, +4/+2. Then attack, play that again.
Yeah.
Pump it again, and then thud.
After damage.
Yeah, after damage.
Yeah,
just 18 casually.
No big deal.
No big deal, just 18 damage.
Yeah. This card, it's basically infect. It's not infect, but it's like if your opponent went untested, you be scared because
they're gonna do something that's gonna seem broken, probably.
Yeah, they're gonna kill you with pump spells. I think people originally were playing in feather decks, then realized this is just better than feather.
Yeah, because you don't need to return the card to your hand if you just cast it again for free
from your graveyard and just kill them.
Yeah, that's just better.
Yeah, but anyways, yep.
All right. Last one of cards that surprised you. I guess I wasn't surprised by this card as much.
Ashiok.
Yeah.
I didn't realize with Ashiok you could mill yourself
and
still exile your opponent's graveyard. I thought whoever you targeted with the mill part, they would also exile the graveyard. But you can target yourself, then your opponent's always forced to exile the graveyard, and your opponent also cannot search their libraries. And this card isn't like insane, but it's really good if you're a graveyard strategy deck to randomly sharp your opponent. I imagine that this card's gonna be a lot better in Modern, where
yes,
like hey, Mind Block Orb was 4 mana and it shut on both players. This is 3 mana, only opponents, and it's a graveyard hate card.
I think this card is actually playable in Legacy.
Real quick, also want to say too, when you minus it, and if you like mill over a card with flashback, they have no time to cast the card with flashback. It's exiled.
Gone. Yeah. I think this is playable in Legacy because you can both cast Dark Ritual to cast this, and you can exile it with Force Will.
That's fair.
Well, or not, because I think if you play this on turn 1, you probably can't lose.
On Legacy? They can't crash fetch lands.
No.
Well, they can.
They can crack them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this card is probably going to be miserable to play against in multiple formats.
Yeah, it seems good. I welcome to Modern just because Phoenix and Dredge.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah,
you're just like get them all gone.
Yeah, get them out.
Yeah. So yeah, Ashiok very powerful. All right.
Also, I'm not disappointed with its voice.
The voice line. Yeah,
it's fine.
All right, so let's talk about that. Let's take a little side quest.
Sure.
Favorite, least favorite.
You're putting me on a spot here.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
Least favorite by a lot was Ugin.
Oh yes, but he sounded evil, and I was like, okay, yep, called it. He's definitely evil.
He definitely sounds evil.
Yeah,
sounds like an evil old man.
He's definitely evil. Yeah, that's Ugin, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, why does he sound so old and Nicol Bolas sound so young? They're like 10 minutes apart.
I guess it's the Lion Dragon Age.
I guess, but I mean, like, yeah.
Oh, the one that impressed me the most. Freaking Dovin. So much smack talk.
Yeah.
Constantly like
Dovin's a lot of smack
he's
talk.
Like, you should stop trying to be perfect because no one can achieve perfection. And then he's like, basically just telling your opponent he sucks. Him and Vivian have so much smack talk. It's obnoxious, but it's funny.
I like Vivian's. I like Vivian's.
I think it's funny seeing them say it because like I think as a player, your opponent being rude is not fun. Like them saying hello or whatever, a good game early, it's not fun. But when the Planeswalker does it, it's kind of it's amusing.
So mine is on the same. My favorite was Ral, because Ral is just like he's just like talking like a mile a minute and just like trying to like just like making puns and making jokes.
He's got ADHD. He's got ADHD.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And he's just like talking, like he's not even like saying anything. He's just like talking to himself real fast. Yeah. That's really, I don't know. I really liked it.
Best animation, real quick.
Oh, easy. Tezzeret. The Zapper. So when you plus Tezzeret's little Ethereum arm comes out from the side of the screen and zaps your opponent in the face.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet when I first saw it.
Yeah.
Was not expecting it.
You were hit with the laser beam.
My favorite was Niv Mizzet Reborn.
I never saw Niv Mizzet.
Yep, I don't think a lot of people did. So you know how Lazov comes up and smokes around you when you play him?
Yes. And then Lazov turns into a dragon, which could be its true form.
Who knows?
Anyways,
so it shows you the cards you can pick with Niv Mizzet. He comes up, he like breathes this rainbow fire all over the cards, which is kind of cool. You see his face, and the face goes away. You pick the cards, and also that fire goes all around your deck, and the cards are like rainbowy fire go to your hand, and they shine. And it's just so cool. That's
great.
It looks cool. It looks a lot cooler than like I'm describing it, I think. But
no, it sounds pretty cool. Really cool. I'm in. I'm in for it. Okay, let's see. Also like Karn's voice line.
Same as that.
No, he has a couple new ones.
Does he? Okay.
One of them says for Vincer.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I was like, oh, right in the feels, Karn. Yeah. Some of them, I realized they all have, some of them have the same, but they have new voice lines also.
Yeah, I think they all have some of the same ones.
They all have, if it's an existing Planeswalker, they have some of the same, but they also have some new ones.
Yeah. Oh, I also love Tamio's, what she said too. Can't remember, like she was just like, my name is Tamio. Oh, sorry, it's not Tamio. She goes Tamio, and the way she speaks, she's like helping you out, and it's like, yeah, man, help me out, Tamio.
Yeah, thanks, Tamio.
Yeah, and she's just great. I love Tamio. And it's Tamio, not Tamio. I thought it was Tamio the whole time.
Tamio, setting us straight.
Yeah, she says Tamio. She says, hey, I'm Tamio. Some of the scrolls, and she's like, she's great. She's fantastic card.
Okay.
Fantastic card, fantastic voice line.
All right, ending the side quest. Underwhelming cards.
Neoform's underwhelming. I thought it was gonna be great. It's just overall underwhelming for me. It was a card that you sacrifice a creature, just on the cost. Search for a creature that costs one more. Put some count on it. Thought it'd be great in pod. It's just not. You're still 2-4ing yourself, and the creatures you're getting aren't that game ending or breaking.
Yeah, you still have to use a card. And you're still 2-for-1ing. Yeah, exactly. Like you said.
Yeah. The only one that's worth it is maybe getting a Ketra, but even then it's still hard. Anyways, yeah, a different underwhelming. One more real quick.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll list three.
Sure.
Uniform was definitely underwhelming. Soto Blaze was freaking terrible. Like you're like, okay, yeah, Justice Strike on all creatures. This seems fine. Until you don't kill like 2 creatures. And you're like, this is stupid. This is a bad card. Terrible card. Just play Cleansing Nova, Saw the Right Edge, or whatever. So like you cannot, if you need a board on turn 4, you cannot reliably rely on Solar Blaze, and that's a big deal.
Yeah, you have a lot of options.
Yeah,
and that's the one that is guaranteed to not kill everything.
Yeah, Bowls of Citadel for me was underwhelming because to be fair, I didn't try that long, but the best deck I found for it was a black-green Explore deck, where you like basically have Wildgrowth Walker and gain a bunch of life with Wildgrowth Walker on all the Explore cards. And you play your whole deck out, then you pass the turn. And it's just like...
Unless your opponent's at 10.
Yeah, if they're at 10, you sack 10, you can sack 10 turns and shoot them. But it's just... I don't know. I was expecting a lot more flashy, but Lich's Mastery was a lot more flashy than this card is. Or is, whatever. So far.
I was underwhelmed by all of the lands except for Interplanar Beacon. Honestly.
I thought Beacon said if you use the mana, gain life.
That's whenever you cast it.
Whenever you cast Planeswalker, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And it's not legendary. It's not legendary.
No, you should have multiple of them.
It's very nice.
2 of those that's a lot.
Yeah, I was only playing 3 because I need colored mana for
Other non-planeswalker spells.
like Otakaya and stuff. Yeah,
Maybe you don't though.
maybe I know you think it.
Yeah. But the other 2, like the other 3, Blast Zone.
Jace is hard to cast off that, by the way. Just Jace Water Mystery is very hard to cast off
because it's two different colors.
colors.
Of course, Jace is going to be a jerk and
Yeah.
make him be difficult.
Yeah.
But Blast Zone, to be fair, I think Blast Zone is arguably the best card in the set. We'll talk about that later, but it's not for standard, and it's just not going to be.
No, I mean it's gonna be great against mono blue. Like get all the 1-drops, it's gonna be fantastic there.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like basically no matter what color you play it, no matter what color you're playing, if mono blue's a bad matchup, you want to beat it. Just sideboard like 3 Blast Zones and it's
you're good. They can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
they can't do anything about it. And then Karn's Bastion, I think it's fine. Like obviously I know that it's powerful because it's proliferating on the land.
Slow.
It's really expensive. You can't play a lot of them. I don't know. I activated it once during the whole day.
I saw so many of them. I saw so many Karn's Bastions. Never saw anyone activate it. Never saw one person activate it. It's hard to do that in the format with so much going on. When do you have time to freaking tap it and activate it? So
yeah. Mobilized District also was. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
I only saw you play it. I didn't see anybody else play it.
Yeah, and it's like I was playing in my blue black as artifact deck, so it was just like I just threw 4 of those and 4 Karn's Bastion because I didn't really need the colored mana, very little. It was just fine. Like I only attacked with it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, maybe it's better as the one that Scry's one comes on play.
Probably was.
Yeah,
probably was. But I want to try the new cards.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
The Wanderer.
Yeah, even for me, I was like, the Wanderer's gonna be sweet. It gives you protection from non-common damage. But you play her and she doesn't do anything. I know it's hard to like. Her minus ability just rarely kills anything. And I don't think she just doesn't do anything, but she seems a lot better when you read her than she is when you play her. Another card that for me was a little underwhelming was Finale of Devastation. That's the Green Sun, the new Green Sun in quotes. 2 more mana for a creature is a lot. I was trying to play it in Venifar. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe I should play it in Mono Green or some Elf deck.
Yeah. But
definitely in Venifar it was super underwhelming, and so was Neoform, and that was disappointing to me. But maybe I need a couple more games under my belt to fully say that. Obviously, I'd have a huge test size sample, but overall it was not what I expected.
I played it in the Gruul deck, and it was about as what I expected for me, which was very good, but not crazy.
Yeah. Do you ever cast it for 10?
No,
never. Yeah, never.
But I also that was okay. Like in that deck, that was okay.
Yeah,
I didn't need to cast it for 10. Like I was basically getting like Borgod or Ronus, like all of the times, and I had like 1 3-drop and 1 4-drop. Yeah. And then like if I needed to ramp on mana, I would go get like a Incubation Druid. Now I had Rhythm of the Wild in that deck too, which I think makes a difference because then you can like get it and give it haste or give it like a +1 counter for like Incubation Druid. So yeah. That I do think that specifically made a difference with that card, but it was like really with that combination that made it good.
I also want to say the best thing about Benefar, I thought it was gonna be like Neoform and the Wanderer, but no, it was Spark Double. Spark Double copying Prime Speaker of Benefar or like copying up Ketra is the card is really good copying these important creatures, or even cloning Tolsimir.
Yeah, that happened to me a couple of times.
Even cloning Tristani. Spark Double was the best card in the deck, and the card just keeps on impressing, keeps on being impressive. Not only does it just clone it, it's not legendary, but it also
makes it
gets
bigger.
Counter.
Yeah.
Like you can clone Lyras, you can clone Shalai's. Spark Double just nuts in that deck.
Yeah, the thing about that
Lyra
card
becomes you get a 6/6 and a 7/7.
Yeah, because it's +1. So
Rip Mono Red.
The thing about Spark Double is, I think before playing with it, no one legitimately knows how to assess it because we've
seen clone. It's terrible.
It's not all the same.
Because you can copy legends.
You're not because you can copy legends, because you are copying legends.
Yeah.
It's not because you can. If you're playing this, it's because you're copying something.
Legend.
It's because you're copying something that you're only allowed to have one of at a time.
Yes.
And we don't know what it looks like to have more than one. Like there's not anything in the game prior that really lets you do that.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah, this card's really good.
It really is.
It's really good. It was like every single time I was like I started, I was like, please don't have Spark Double. Like this is gonna blow me out. And it's like
I think in these lists, I'm only playing one, because like it's a card that pushes you further ahead. It's very bad if you're behind, but
a lot further ahead.
A lot further ahead. Maybe it's playing 3. I don't know.
All right. Okay. So, and then the last section. What cards did you want to see but you did not see?
I see when playing Deliver Unto Evil, which is the Bolus card that basically regrows if you have Bolus. I didn't see anyone playing Finale of Promise, which is the one that's the red finale that copies a spell twice in sorcery. I guess the people maybe people waiting for me to play that card, but I didn't have enough time. Narcissus Reversal is the remand that's not remand that I want to see, but didn't see enough of either. It returns a spell into sorcery to their hand and it gives you a copy.
Mine were a bunch of mythics and maybe it's because I want to see what they look like when people play them or their voice lines, but I didn't see anyone. I didn't play Wither against Gideon Blackblade at all.
Play a lot against Gideon Blackblade.
Really, I never saw it the whole day. It's crazy.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, that was an easy one to assess.
Yeah.
That one reads well, plays well. I'm sure.
Yeah, really obnoxious.
God Eternal Kefnet did not see play Wither against that one. I had a deck and I ended up just scrapping it at the last minute just because I was like, I only have time to play. Like I made 6 decks. So did you ever see Kefnet?
Yeah, his animation isn't that great.
Okay.
I mean, he's you see him come out of the card. Kind of reminds me of I don't know. He comes out of the card like he like swings his little wand, scythe, whatever this thing is, and that's it.
His wand. I think it's his wand.
Whatever it is.
And then Liliana. I played Liliana, but I didn't. I got to play like one time. I just want to play with that card more.
I saw her too, and she seemed underwhelming.
Yeah,
but it's kind of crazy to say that card is underwhelming.
Yeah, it's clearly very powerful, but I don't know.
It's weird because like the decks that want the static ability, I can't really afford her, and the control decks that want the minus ability can't really abuse the static ability. So it's just kind of like in this weird spot where it's like you have really good abilities, but no deck can actually abuse all these abilities.
Yeah, other than Commander.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, just saying. Obviously, we're talking about Standard for the most part, but okay, well, that's a fair list. All right, so these are just all like a lot of the cards that we got to see, play against in the early access event. Which of course, as we're obligated to do, we want to thank Wizards of the Coast for inviting us to play in this event.
Thanks, Wizards.
Because without them, we would not be able to. We're not going to tell you how great these cards are. Yeah, and a lot of them are great.
They are. I agree. They are fun. They are great. They're fun. I streamed for 14 hours. It's really fun. I actually want to keep going. I was like, I'm gonna die on Thursday. I gotta stop now. So I stopped.
Yeah, that's smart. But in all seriousness, this set's great. Like I don't know. This is probably the most fun set that's been released into Standard in I don't know, forever.
I'm even contemplating playing Draft because it feels like maybe it'll be cube. Every pack Walker. Hey,
it was. I did
draft or sealed.
I did sealed.
I don't want to seal. I want to draft.
Well, yeah, they didn't have that.
Yeah,
you couldn't play that, but I did sealed. One of my rares was Teferi, and
it's fun
for me. I had Teferi and Kaya's Ghost form, which I frequently suited up. And yeah, it feels pretty messed up when you're like in limited when you're like -3, bounce something, draw a card, Teferi dies, comes back, -3, bounce something, draw a card.
Yeah, it seems nuts. I want to say one thing too, but one more time about Spark Double. One time I copied a god, and then when they kill the god, Spark Double goes back into your deck because the god
sure does.
And then you can Vanifar it back into play,
or any number of.
I don't know, man. All I'm saying is Spark Double is.
Is that on your list for #1 card that impressed you?
Yes, actually, yeah. I think out of all those, yeah.
It's also my #1 card.
I
didn't play with it foolishly.
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think the card's insane, but it's super impressive because
you thought it was just fine before.
Yeah, like fine, yeah. Like clone is garbage. I thought it was better clone.
I thought it was like we've seen Clever Impersonator, and that's a card.
I was like, this card's
like a playable card, I guess, but
I mean, I was like, this is not Metamorph. Metamorph's better than this, right? And
Metamorph's still. I think Metamorph's still better.
Metamorph's still better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, because it's cardless.
Yeah.
But this card is. In standard, might be similar power level, a little weaker Metamorph, but similar power level Metamorph.
I think that's probably
for standard.
Fair. I think that's probably fair. Metamorph's just so powerful because there were a lot of artifacts then also, and it's still just colorless. Like that just trumps everything.
Of course, and 3 mana. Yeah, big difference.
Yep. All right. All right, Ollie. Any other final thoughts for War of the Spark cards for this week? Well, we're still going to come back next week, probably the week after that.
We're just touching an iceberg, man. There's so many more. I'm ready. I'm ready for next time.
All right, me too. All right. We are going to take a quick break. There's only 2 segments today because obviously we went long on early access event. But when we return, we're going to talk Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 2. Spoiler alert right now. No, it goes up after that.
I'm done.
Okay.
I failed. Next time I'll get it.
Game of Thrones, Season 8, Episode 2. Spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler
beep, boop, beep.
warning.
We're there.
Only spoilers if you're this far, okay?
I want to go back on the first one we did yesterday. I think I was so hyped about episode 1 because I haven't seen Game of Thrones in like 10 years. And it was great. But in hindsight, it's like nothing happened. Where this one, like, sure, you say, Ollie, it was build up though. We're all looking forward to everything, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this one was good though. This one's build up. All the characters, all the huge characters, somehow came together. And I'm so shocked about that. And the episode felt good. Had a lot of laughs. Had a lot of awe moments. Had a lot of sad moments. Like it was good. It was good. Honestly, I don't remember what happened in season 1 or episode 1. Like I remember seeing Cersei, and that's saying no. And that's basically it. This
episode was fantastic.
This one was good. Yes,
I think it was great.
Yeah, us seeing basically every single character interact in one episode and not look awkward or feel weird or like forced was I don't know how that's even possible to pull off. Not impossible, but really hard to pull off.
No, like seriously, the scene. Just imagine, like, if you look at this series as a whole, and you are considering each character arc and each story that all these characters have followed, and where they've ended up in that one scene when they're all basically in the war room, trying to come up with a battle plan, and you have the vast majority of the major characters in this series, and they're just like they all realize like this is the last time all of us are going to be in this room together.
Yes, and in that scene actually, I'm kind of glad Tyrion got shut down.
Yeah,
in the best way possible. It's like, hey, listen, you're not here to fight, man. You're here for your brain. I know you can fight, but no one can think like basically like you. You are, because you know, as a guy in Game of Thrones, or I guess just in real life, it can be seen as an insult to tell a man that you can't fight. Go stay with the women and children in the basement, in the cellar.
Yep.
So we saw that with Sam. We saw that with Tyrion. But that's absolutely right. Like Tyrion is not a good fighter. But what he brings to the table is his mind, and that is better than.
Yeah, more important than someone that can swing a sword.
Yes.
And of course, you know, as Daenerys said, after we win this war, I'm going to need you for the Iron Throne. And we saw later when Jon approaches Daenerys.
Yeah.
And again, I don't like Daenerys. If you listen to this podcast 93 episodes ago, I didn't like Daenerys then. I don't like Daenerys now. I didn't like her before that. I didn't like her in between. Daenerys only cares about the Iron Throne. That's the only thing she cares about. She literally almost laughed in Jon's face.
Well, she was like, "Are you sure your best friend and your brother aren't lying?" That's the first thing she asked him.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
How isn't it convenient that your best friend and your brother said this is the case?
Yeah, it's like, well, you mean basically the psychic and the one that read all these books? No, it's not.
Yeah, you mean the two most knowledgeable two most knowledgeable people? Yeah.
Yeah. That was basically slap in the face. And then he was like, no, and she knows Jon does not lie. She knows he's an honest man, and he's kept saying it's the truth. No, it's the truth. It's the truth.
She doesn't want to accept it because she knows that makes him the heir.
And yeah, we end the scene with like, well, if you're right, that makes you the rightful heir, the last rightful heir to the Iron Throne, and she does not look happy about that.
No, because her whole life, that's what she's wanted. By any means necessary, she doesn't care who she has to kill or run over or go through to get to it.
She will kill Jon Snow for that, I think.
Yeah, of course she will.
Yeah.
She will absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Because that's all she cares about. Anyway, so that conversation took place in probably
the crypt.
in the place that they were heavily foreshadowing this episode, which is where they're sending the women and children, which is going to be in the crypt.
Oh yeah.
I think that's going to turn out very well for them. Now, why? If Jon Snow has seen with his eyeballs that the Night King can reanimate corpses and turn them into White Walkers, or turn them into Whites, rather, why are you going to put all the most vulnerable people in the place where they can just be attacked by a bunch of zombies that have been risen from the dead?
Maybe they think you can't raise them. I don't know, but it's surprising no one thought of it.
Jon has seen it with his eyes, as have a bunch of other people. But Jon specifically.
I'm surprised no one's like, hey, by the way,
he has this cool trick that
is the graveyard the best place to put these people, where people can come back to life, zombies?
Yeah.
Basically. Actually, you know what? I didn't think about that. I'll be honest with you until you mentioned something, but that makes sense.
They kept saying it. They said it so many times. They're like, "Oh, the crypt is the safest place. Safest place. Safest place. Everyone go to the crypt. Go to the crypt. Go to the crypt. You'll be fine. Women and children, Tyrion. Everyone go to the crypt. You'll be totally fine."
Until
narrator, and they were not fine.
They were not. It was not fine.
It was not fine. Yes. So, going through the characters, you have these are the ones I just listed in our show notes. You have Bran Stark, Jon Snow, Arya Stark, Sansa Stark, Beric, Sam Tarly, Podrick Payne, Davos Seaworthy, Daenerys, Tormund, Tyrion Lannister, Jaime Lannister, the Hound, Ed, Brienne of Tarth, Gilly, Gendry, Missandei, however you say her name, and Grey Worm.
You actually mispronounced one of them.
Go on. I don't know where you're going.
It was Sir Brienne.
Yes. You mean the best scene and the best moment in the entire episode?
Second best moment.
Ooh, second best moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir Brienne.
Yeah.
Of Tarth. Yes.
Yeah, Sir Brienne of Tarth. Thank you.
Sure. Let me fix that on our show notes.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
There we go.
It means a lot to me.
All right, it's fixed now.
Means a lot to me. Means a lot to Brienne too.
Yeah. Okay. So why don't you tell me what? Let's start with this scene first.
Yeah.
And Jaime and Brienne's relationship in general. The show opens with Jaime being basically put on trial in front of all of the people in charge of Winterfell, as well as Daenerys. He knows that he's not welcome. He knows he pushed Bran, or the body formerly known as Bran, out of a window some time ago. And Bran hits him with the things you do for love.
Oh yeah. Yes, the dagger. But he never calls him out. Never calls him out for what he pushed. He's the one that pushed me out the window or whatever. Yep. And Sansa wants him dead. Daenerys wants him dead. And then Tyrion tries to stand up for him. He gets shut down by Daenerys saying, "Hey, you're wrong.
Of course, you idiot."
Yeah, you're wrong, my sister. You're wrong, my brother. And then Brienne of Tarth defends Jaime, and that's like
who she has infinite respect for, and she obviously has the respect of every other person in that room.
Yes, and I would say like that. It speaks volumes when someone like that speaks because, like Brienne would not deny or stand up to somebody else often, and the fact she did this spoke volumes obviously to Sansa. Yeah. And Sansa, I love how Sansa just cleared her.
She's like, okay.
She's like, you're cleared. Daenerys right beside her, like, hey, I'm the queen. Sounds like she's like, shut the F up.
Yeah.
All right, you're cleared. You are good to go. And Daenerys like, yeah, sure. You say yes. You say yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What do you say, Jon? Jon's like, he can breathe. He can put his pants on. Yeah. He can hold a sword. Yeah, like it's fine.
We need it. We need him. And that part was just great because Daenerys just got shut down, and she tried to pull it off as like, I made the choice still. But no, because if you had said off with his head, people would have rebelled against you. You would have been gone. Not gone, but there's no way you can say no after that.
Yeah. I do think a part of me knows. Okay, so I love Sansa, and I hate Daenerys. So I want to preface what I'm getting ready to say with this. But a part of me,
you used to take Sansa.
Because Sansa used to be a little petty, worthless.
Stupid.
Yeah, but she's not anymore.
No, she's not.
She's not anymore. But Sansa, a part of me believes that Sansa knew that she was going to say, nah, sorry, Jaime, you're dead to me. Knowing that Daenerys was also going to say that because he obviously killed Daenerys' father.
Yeah.
Regardless of what... Sansa just needed to say that so Daenerys would speak after, and then I think Sansa either way was going to come back and be like, yeah, actually, you know what? Jon said he's cool, so
just to test
Daenerys.
Waters. Yeah. Probably. She was raised by or taught by Littlefinger, Peter Baelish.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Got destroyed by his little one weakness in Westeros.
Sansa.
Only weakness ever.
Yeah. Well,
and her mom.
Sansa's mom. Yeah.
That's it.
So okay.
Oh, so, best scene.
Yeah. So the best. So your best scene.
My best scene was when Tormund told a story about the giant and the giant's milk.
Oh, that's still the same scene though.
It's a little different, a little different.
Oh no, that's what I meant. That whole scene, basically the fireside chat.
It was great. Tormund just like he's explaining why he's a giant killer, Giantsbane.
You wonder what they call me, Giantsbane.
And you're like, this story true or false? And he just fucking like pulls out this horn, of some white liquid,
supposedly giant's breast milk
and alcohol. Something. And he just like chugs it and goes all over the place down. Like he doesn't care. He goes everywhere, down his beard, down his shirt, down his clothes, and was like, what's with this guy?
Yeah,
this guy's weird. He's just like, he's just being.
And he tells this ridiculous story.
Yeah,
and he's just like, this is all true. He just expects everyone to just fully believe this. It's an outrageous story.
He's like, I killed this giant. Slept with his giant wife, and she thanked me in the morning by letting me.
No. Then she thought I was her baby for the next 6 months.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Tormund's ridiculous.
It was hilarious.
Which makes me really sad.
Why?
The whole episode makes me sad.
Because they're all gonna die?
Because they're all gonna die.
They're all gonna die, yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
No, but that whole scene, the fireside chat.
You know who's gonna kill Arya?
Cersei.
No, Pod.
Really?
I think Pod's gonna kill her. I think not like he's gonna kill her, but she's gonna. Arya's kind of cold-hearted, and she's like in it for herself, and she's reasonable, she's smart, and she's knows how to like defend herself. But I think once she has to start defending other people, and she's just slept with Pod.
No, she slept with Gendry. That's a completely different person.
I lied to you. Pod is the one from Brienne. Gendry. I think Gendry's gonna be the death of Arya.
I don't think so.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think she's gonna make it out of this. She's so bloodthirsty to kill Cersei that she's gonna get herself killed by Cersei somehow.
I hope not.
I love Arya. Arya's like one of my favorite characters, but
I too.
Yeah, I think she's gonna make it out of this one, but she's a survivor. That's what we were talking about last week. Like her and the Hound specifically are like two. They're like two of these. They're the most survivory characters. Like survive at any cost.
They're Lyanna.
Yeah.
Well, so the Hound definitely is.
Yeah, for sure. Like, basically, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that scene, the fireside chat scene, is so great because they're all there, starting with Tyrion, who just had a chat with Bran, and we don't know what they talked about.
Apparently, a story. Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know what they talked about, but Tyrion after that was like, "All right, I'm gonna get drunk."
Yeah.
Now, obviously, that's in Tyrion's wheelhouse specifically, but then they're all chatting, and then like people just start coming up and pulling chairs up, and it's just great because these are all fantastic characters that have been through so much. Like Davos is like, "Look, I've been through so many battles. I don't know how to fight at all.
Yeah.
And here I am, surprisingly, and I'm gonna die to these zombies." And he just, basically saying that
they all know they're gonna die.
All of them,
Yeah.
all of them know they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then Brienne starts talking, and they start saying, someone calls her a knight. I think it might be Tyrion actually.
Well,
or Davos. I think it's Davos that's like says that she's like, "No, I'm not a knight. It's tradition. Women aren't knights."
Yeah, Tormund's like, "Why can't you be a knight?" He's like,
"Yeah."
She's like, "Tradition." He's like, "That's stupid.
That's dumb." Yeah, which it is.
Yeah,
because she's obviously like she's the best human being in Westeros, probably.
She's the most person. She's like the most knightiest knight that ever knighted.
Yes,
in Westeros.
Yes, exactly.
She deserves to be knight more than anybody else in the whole Westeros.
And she gets a moment where she's knighted by Jaime.
Well, first she shrugs it off. She laughs
it off like she doesn't care.
I don't care about that.
And he just like looks at her.
Hey,
he's like,
"You want to be knighted or
Neil,
not?
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Let's do this right now."
Yeah, and like just her emotion, and she's crying, and like part of it's because it's Jaime, other part of it's because she just became a knight, and it's just like, it's a great scene because she deserves that, man. She deserves it before she dies.
Yeah, which is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Which is for sure what's gonna happen, and I hate it that's the thing about this episode is. Okay, before we go to episode 3, where we are going to have essentially the Battle of Winterfell against the White Walkers.
I think that's going to span like 3 episodes. I think next episode's like halfway through it's going to start or something, and then the episode 4 is going to be like just an entire battle of it. Then 5 is like going to be like the wrap up of the battle.
Well, I don't know. They still got to go to King's Landing.
Yes, you're right. But there's no way. I don't know. I don't know.
I think we're getting the whole battle this week.
Tomorrow? No way.
I think we are. I think we're gonna get the whole battle.
Don't leave. Can you imagine after episode 3, you just like leave with like your jaw on the floor?
I can believe it.
Well, if you get the whole battle, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Anyway, I implore everyone that is listening to this to rewatch episode 2 directly before episode 3. If you want to cry more, because you're gonna cry. For sure.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a character that you love that's going to bite the dust.
I mean, they're all biting it. No.
Okay, so, all right. So, let's go. So, I have a list of all the characters. You tell me live or die in episode 3 only. Not forever, but just for the battle. Just for the Battle of Winterfell. If they make it out.
Sure.
Bran.
Live.
Agree. Jon.
Live.
Agree. Arya.
Live.
Agree. Sansa.
Live.
Agree. Beric.
Die.
Agree. Sam.
Die. He's on the fence with him. I'm gonna say die.
I'm gonna say live for Sam.
Okay.
Podrick.
Die.
Agree. Davos.
Die.
Agree. Daenerys.
Live.
Unfortunately. Tormund.
Die.
I unfortunately agree.
Yeah.
Tyrion.
I won't say live for now, but things die eventually.
I say live for now also. Jaime.
Die.
I'm gonna say live because I think Jaime's gonna kill Cersei.
Oh, maybe you're right. Oh no, that was the fortune teller said. Remember Cersei had the fortune teller a long time ago in an episode like whatever, and the fortune teller told her,
that your brother's gonna kill you, but she thinks it's Tyrion.
Yes. You're right. Jaime kills it seriously.
I know. I've been saying that for years.
I'm just saying. Well, that reminded me of. That's so weird. I thought about that.
It is really weird for you to think about that.
Yeah, but yeah, because of there's a fortune teller said you'll die by hanging your brother, and she always thought it was Tyrion. And that's why she's gun ho killing Tyrion. It's gonna be Jaime. You're right. Okay, the Hound. You know what? Liv. I'm gonna live with the Hound.
Liv. He's a survivor.
I'm gonna say Liv.
He's a survivor. I think there's a good chance the Hound is alive at the end of the show.
I hope so.
Ed of the Night Watch.
Dead.
For sure. Brienne of Tarth. Sir Brienne of Tarth.
Dead.
Yeah, I agree. Gilly.
Dead. She's
first to die.
She's down there, yeah.
First to die.
All right.
Gendry.
Which is Gendry?
The person you thought was Podrick.
Oh, he's dead too.
Yeah.
He's gone.
He did his job.
Yeah, he's gone.
Grey Worm.
Dead. There's no story for him left.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but when he was with his girlfriend,
Masande.
They're like, yeah, let's go see the beach.
All right,
yeah, you're dead.
Yeah. Her also.
Yeah, dead.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, like there's what are they gonna do after everything's said and done? They're gonna show us Grey Worm Masandi at the beach. Like, you're dead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You have no one has time for that right now. Show that off. So
okay, so
man, that's a lot of deaths. So we have living. We have.
All right, I'm gonna move them around in these columns.
We almost agreed. We agreed to all of them except like one or two.
Sam.
Yeah. No, just one. It was just Sam.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right. Here's what we have for alive: Bran, Jon, Arya, Sansa, the Hound, Sam for me.
Sam's fine.
You change it over.
Well,
okay.
no, I said I'm on the fence about Sam.
All right. Tyrion, Jaime, Daenerys.
All live.
All live. Dead. Tormund, Podrick, Beric, Davos, Ed, Brienne, Gilly, first to die. Gendry, Grey Worm, and Missandei.
Yep. I agree with all that.
Cutting them in half. Cutting the characters in half. Maybe literally.
Oh,
maybe figuratively.
Can you imagine if like Grey Worm comes back? No, he's not come back, but can you imagine like if one of them kills the other one? Like Podrick kills.
Oh, hold on. There's one more. There's one more character we forgot. There's two more characters we forgot.
Who?
Varys.
Oh snap! You're right. I don't know. He's gonna die. We're not sure the next episode.
No, not this episode.
YOLO. He's dead.
I'm gonna say live for Varys.
Sure.
Jorah Mormont.
Oh, he's dead.
He's skipped it too many times.
His personality is just dead. Like, I mean, not
he's gonna die defending Daenerys when he doesn't need to.
Yeah, or defending. Yeah. No. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I think one of the people we have on the left, like the main character, has to die though. Like, has to be like one. Like they all can't live. Like they keeps off all the.
Yeah. You're right. So who is it? Bran. Jon.
Not Bran. It's not okay. It's not definitely not Bran. Definitely not Jon for sure.
Okay.
Not Daenerys for sure. Not Jaime for sure.
Yeah.
So we have Arya, Sansa.
Yeah. The Hound.
I'm gonna clear him. Even though I probably shouldn't. I'm gonna clear him. Maybe I shouldn't clear him.
I don't know.
It's hard though. But there's no way it's this obvious. There has to be a couple. Maybe even two of these die. It's too easy otherwise. Right.
And then you have a couple people on the right column.
Yeah.
The dead column live.
I think this is what you
There's
expect
no way.
if you just think about it. Yeah. Or for like I think
expect the unexpected. This is Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I think 80% of people can get this list if you're actually thinking about it and like analyze it. You can get pretty close to this list.
Yeah.
So it has to be something obnoxious, like something crazy, like fucking, like Sansa dying, or
Do we both just say Sansa?
Yeah. I mean, that would make Jon fight more for the Iron Throne, as well. It'd cause drama.
It would.
Because she's dead. Especially if like.
What if it's Sansa and Arya?
Especially if Daenerys can save Sansa
and she doesn't,
and then says
which she wouldn't.
Right, and then says it's because of she didn't risk her dragon or something, and Jon's like, no, you could have saved her, and then drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Both said Sansa, so I'm gonna bet she's the highest.
All right.
Highest one.
We both did say Sansa at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Watch this episode again before episode 3. I'm telling you.
It's gonna be good.
I'm ready for it. All right, Ollie. We're getting ready to go into the battle. Anything more from this episode? There's so much. Like, it's so great being able to see all of these characters for the last time. For the last time independently, probably for a lot of them, and the first time together for pretty much all of them, all together.
I got nothing else. I'm on the edge of my seat. My butt's in my hands. I'm ready.
Did you grab your butt?
I'm grabbing it. I'm holding it. I'm doing all of it. Fondling it.
Fondling your own butt.
All the above.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. Next week, Game of Thrones season 8 episode 3. It's gonna be a big one. Avengers Endgame also. Jeez, there's a lot. And Ward Spark.
Hype.
This is gonna be a very big episode next week.
We're calling it the hype episode.
Okay, that's gonna be the name of the episode the next week.
Just hype. Yeah. Hype.
No, the hype episode.
The hype episode.
The hype episode.
In-game hype.
Yeah.
Or just hype. I don't know.
I was gonna name, because you always come up with the names. I was gonna name the next week's episode "Commence the Endgame." Still might roll with that, but it kind of. But I also don't want to leave out Game of Thrones because it's like,
yeah,
it's all critical. It's all good. Maybe I'll just name it the best episode ever.
The hypiest hype ever hyped.
Yeah. All right. Anything else Game of Thrones this week?
No, but if I was aiming it, that's what it would be called. The
hypiest hype that's ever hyped. Okay. All right. All right. Normally this is where we say, you know what time it is, question of the week, but we don't have one this week. So we're just going to go to the outro in just a moment. So just to remind everyone, question of the week last week was, if you had to hire a planeswalker to entertain a kid's birthday party, who would you pick? Ollie, you said
Jaya.
And I said Karn. So that's going to be the question of the week. We're going to roll it over into this week. Yep. I'll post it on Twitter. We'll get a poll going. So we're good. All right, Ollie.
Find me on coolstuff.inc.com, twitch.tv/Ali Aintrazi, twitter.com/Ali Aintrazi, high stream highlights at youtube.com/thinktwice.mpg. Yeah, Justin.
You can find me on Twitter at jparnell1. You can find me on StarCityGames.com and YouTube on Commander Versus. And I want to point out, again, we talked earlier about Patreon, which of course is patreon.com/thinktwicemtg. And we're adding a community manager, William Johnson, who is a longtime supporter of the show, who has come on board to help us out. He is going to be updating the Commander Journal and the Brew Book regularly. This is going to be really important for War of the Spark stuff because there's going to be a lot of new decks coming out, especially from Ollie's side. So if you're not a supporter at that level, you definitely want to jump on that. But again, patreon.com/thinktwicemtg. And of course, if you want to contact the show, you can do thinktwicemtg on Gmail or at thinktwicemtg on Twitter. You can find the show SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Music, Spotify, Podbean, and youtube.com/thinktwicemtg for the show and highlights and all that good stuff. Ollie, you're going to be putting your some early access event highlights on that YouTube page.
Okay. I am.
Good. I'm also going to be putting them on that YouTube page. So you should definitely check that out if you want to check out some of the cards we talked about in the first segment today. All right, Ollie.
Justin.
Animal picture of the week.
Mickey. Upside down Mickey. Adorable. Tongue sticking out. Mouth open. Being all cutesy. Mickey, you've won. You are synthesized. Synthesized pet. Synthesized. Congratulations, Mickey. Congratulations. Upside down. Big thumbs down, upside down.
So thumbs up.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
My selection, it's almost not fair, but what are you going to do? Edison and Lupin, the combo, almost unbeatable.
Can you break the combo breaker?
The combo breaker? No, I don't. Probably not. they're way too cute. They're both together. They're too cute independently. They're way too cute together. Edison and Lupin.
They're good contrast. One's light, one's dark.
One's light, one. Yeah, they're basically the perfect pair.
Yeah.
So Edison and Lupin, you two are the other animal picture of the week. All right. We want to thank our community manager, William Johnson, our director and producer, John Che, and of course, our agent of Bolus producers, Daniel Hunt, Matt Lundell, Brandon Sperry. Thank you all so very much for your support. We couldn't do it without you. And of course, thanks to all of our Thinktwice family, especially going into next week when we're going to have the greatest episode of all time. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, Episode 8, Season 3, Avengers Endgame, review, War of the Spark. More stuff for War of the Spark.
More stop.
More of the Spark.
More of the Spark.
More War of the Spark.
This poop is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
I thought you were just going to sing us out.
Every time we're around that check, we'll check you back next week on Think Twice. Catch you all later. We love you. Thanks for listening. This is where I'm going to leave you. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.